Guys, nah, sis is better. My name's Marianne.
My name's Karina.
My name is Denis. In the argument Goodbye You Guys, female-based generic terms are still seen less in society. Male-based generic terms are reinforcing the dominance they have over women.
The word guys to describe a mixed gender group of individuals is grouping sexism. When using the word guys, we are reinforcing male privilege and alienating women, promoting sexism when we use it. But the issue that both female and male students have the most trouble understanding, or as I see it, share a strong unwillingness to understand the sexist language.
Male-based generics are another indicator and, more importantly, a reinforcer of a system in which man in the abstract and man in the flesh are privileged over women.
In the article, a Princeton paper on purity in language was used to shock readers only by substituting white for man. Does it become easy to see the pervasiveness of male-based generics and to recognize that using man for all human beings is wrong?
We need to recognize that making woman linguistically a subject of man and men through terms like mankind and guys also makes women into objects.
Fear of being feminine. She says even when it's brought to women's attention that there's no reason to refer to themselves and other women with a term that suggests they're male. The habit is tough to change because the programming of erasing what is feminine is really strong. Alternative to use instead of hey guys. We could say friends, folks, everyone,
Colleagues, gang, team.
Guys and gals, y'all, sisters. If we aren't even deserving of our place in humanity and language, why should we expect to be treated as decent human beings otherwise?
Being able to uplift women has a big significance because women have been oppressed for so long. Not all dogs are good boys because some are good girls. Social media and its sexist language correction.
Recently on Twitter, we've seen pictures, tweets about women having to be the maid. We have taken screenshots of what we've seen. On April 16, 2019 at 7:16 a.m., this man uploaded this picture and it has gotten a few retweets and likes in 4 hours. And the picture says, teach women to be women again. And the comments like these put women down and they can...
And some women see nothing wrong with it. After going back to his account and seeing the replies to this post, a lady edited the photo to no one on the side. It says, teach men and women to be capable of basic housework.
Let girls be masculine and let boys be feminine. Fuck gender roles and stereotype.
Without judging everyone, life would be so much simpler.
Letting people be whoever they want to be will make them get out of their comfort zone and express themselves.
Society has set gender roles and expects for everyone to follow them. There isn't a right way to be a girl or a guy. It's whoever you want to be and identify as. Cis is gender neutral.
Because men use the word guys like whatever, there is nothing wrong with the word cis.
There can be 4 girls in a group and 1 guy, and you suddenly use guys because of 1 guy. Start saying sisters or hi sis.
If men get offended being called cis, they should be able to recognize why guys shouldn't be okay to use to refer towards a female.
Unpopular opinion. It's a must that a woman knows how to cook for her husband. No man should live off out of door food, fast foods, or frozen food.
Men and women should both know how to cook because sexism isn't gonna feed you when you're hungry, babe.
The amount of retweets and likes this tweet has gotten means that some women are still blindsided and think that it's a requirement for them to cook for their husband.
Cooking is a basic life skill that everyone needs to know. We all have brains and hands that can work to keep us fed.
You're not anybody's maid and shouldn't cook for a man if you don't want to.
Women are expected to have specific qualities to serve men.
Matt graduate amidst murdering university sweetheart other plan.
This shows us how people view women. They describe her as a university sweetheart and him as a math graduate.
He is referred as someone superior because he graduated, but in reality, he is just a murderer.
Women being victimized is already bad enough, and not even naming them or anything is just unfair.
She has been killed and still isn't even recognized as a human but objectified.
They should change the headline to her name and profession and his to killer or murder.
Let's start with the main problem of this photo. Why couldn't the girl be the doctor in training and the boy a nurse? A woman can't be a doctor, she can only achieve to be a nurse.
No, let's encourage girls, younger sisters, cousins, daughters that we can achieve the same degree and we can even go higher than a man can.
If we teach young girls that they are not allowed to be as the same position as men, then they will never want to achieve anything higher than they are expected to.
This is why men still feel superior, because women still feel like they are not capable to do the same things.
In the 1950s and 1970s, a lot of companies had racist acts, but the company Budweiser wanted to redo its acts into something better. In the first pictures, it shows the woman serving the man the beer, and then they fix it into both of them drinking the beer and both cooking. And then in the second picture, it shows the woman living by herself with her dog, and then the fourth, it looks like they got done like fixing their stuff.
Real men provide, real women appreciate it.
Men are not the only ones who can provide into the family. This board is implying if men provide that women need to be happy and grateful about it. Women can work for themselves and don't need a man to do it for them. Men being the head of the house needs to stop being enforced. Women can too do the same job.
Abortion is now legal in South Korea.
In 2019, South Korea finally legalized abortion, which is a big deal. Women should be able to do what they want with their bodies, whether they want to keep a child or not. It's their decision to make, not a man's decision. Abortion is a decision the woman gets to decide on, whether it was straight, does not want to give a child a life, or many other reasons that shouldn't be questioned.
Seeing these reactions show us how necessary it was for them to finally be able to do this, not only for them, but for our future generations.
Twitter post. We posted these two questions on an anonymous Twitter post so people can vote on their opinion of using the word guys to refer to both male and females.
The first question was, do you use the word guys to describe a group even when there's girls?
The second question is calling a group of friends with girls, guys a normal casual thing to you?
And on the first question, there was 101 votes, and 95% of them voted yes, it's normal to me, and the other 5 voted no, it's sexist.
On the second question, there was 80 votes and 88% that yes, it was normal for them too, and then 12% voted no.
The results were, we weren't surprised about the results on the poll. We believe that male generic terms have been normalized and used for years, that not everyone sees it actually devalues women. Why should a woman be referred to as a male? The votes demonstrated the normalization and how they are okay with it and accept it. The pronouns being used to refer to someone should depend on how the person identifies, not what society have used for years.
Face-to-face service. Kaiman said that both female and male students have trouble understanding sex as language. We surveyed students and adults to see the differences of their responses.
The first question we asked was, can the word guys be seen as gender-neutral term?
The second question is, what do you think about words ending in man? Example, woman, fireman, policeman, human, etc.
The third question is, should people refer to women with different terms or pronouns? What do you think about the term guys?
Alright, I think the term guys can be used on a group of both male and female, but when it comes to just identifying a woman, I feel like it's kind of you shouldn't use it unless that's their that's what they want to be identified as.
Normal. I don't really see it affecting me.
What do you think about the term guys?
So I think guys, it's like two different terms, or it has two different definitions. Like, hey guys, like as a group in whole, and then guys as like, hey, like you're a guy, like that's your biological, sex. So I think if I'm being called a guy and it's just like me and another girl, I'm gonna be like, no, I'm a female. Like, hey girl is good. But if it's a large group of us, I think hey guys would be okay. So it depends on the situation, but that's what I think of the word guy.